Hello, welcome back. So, I'm just continuing on with trying to unlock some more tiers of the space elevator. And the current milestone I'm working on is the hazmat suit, which is going to come in pretty useful because that's the one that allows me to go around radioactive materials. It's pretty easy. All I need to do is pick up some aluminium and make these gas filters. And you can kind of see I've done little recipes over there where I just need to pick up some coal, mycelia, and biomass. All very simple. We'll just use this portal miner to get coal. Because if I take any coal out of my actual miner, it's going to not be good for me. Let's put it that way. All the power will probably cut out. We're going to see the train. There we are. Isn't that cool? I don't understand why it's going like that though. Did I put these round the wrong way? I am down at my base. Original base, the iron factory. I think I've got biomass in here. No, I don't. And while I'm back here, what I will do is fire these hard drives into the MAM. I'll also build an awesome sink because I do have a bunch of stuff I can burn now. I've freed up some room, which means I can now grab my chainsaw and some fuel, and then hopefully go harvest some biomass. And also mycelia. So these things here, if you chop them down, they give you a bit of both. Yeah, so we got limestone for some reason. But mycelia, that's what we're looking for. Well, this shouldn't take too long, because they've got big clusters of these things like this. And all the leaves and that I can turn into biomass. Where are all these things? I wish you could chop down these weird mushroom looking things. Alright, this is irritating because I can't see any more. Oh, there's one. There's a big cluster one here. Some more over there that are actually growing through my track as well. And now we just need biomass, which is actually quite easy to make. Because I've got this already set up so that I can fire like leaves and things into it and create biomass. Right, so we're making biomass. I just need to cut down some more trees, I think. Sorry, it was in the name of progress. Right, that might be enough. So now I just need to figure out how to make hazmat suit. No, the, what do you call that? The little filters. Right, we've got enough. We just have to make them now. I think it comes under equipment. Or we can make it in a manufacturer, which would be the smart thing to do. Let me see how quick they are to make. Oh, it's fabric we need, isn't it? 100 fabric. I've got enough to make the 50 gas filters. They'll be made in no time at all. I'm just doing this manually because I'm using my manufacturers and stuff to make heavy industrial beams, so frames. There we go. We've got 50, which leaves only the aluminium casings, which I do have. So I'll just fire the train up to the aluminium factory, just up there. A little bit concerning that all of this has stopped working. I wonder if this is full as. I'll empty that. Hopefully everything should start working again. And that was the whole point of this fluid buffer, is just to allow it to run a bit more, because it's the aluminium solution that's holding everything up. However, I got the aluminium casing. Now we can add both of these items. There we go, hazmat suit ready to go. Player upgraded.
Against uranium-based radiation.
Nice. So I can now make it. I don't know how to make it, but I can make it. So we can change between two different types of filters. Gas filter and quick wire and aluminium casing, and we can make that. Right, so we're going to add the hazmat suit and the gas mask. I'm going to add both of these to my to-do list, because I know I can afford that. I just need to make 150 fabric. And while I'm here, I will change my milestone. So aeronautical engineering. That gives me drones and drone ports, which probably sound pretty good, but are probably not that useful. Supercomputer. I can already build supercomputers. I'll choose that. While I wait on the little fly-in drone thing to come back, I shall crack on with making the hazmat suit and the gas mask. So I don't know what else drops mycelia. Oh shit, I just realised I'm standing in the middle of uranium. Yeah, I think I'm kind of running out of places to get mycelia as well here. That's the issue. I mean, there's still a couple of stalks around. Oh, there's a bunch over there. That should be alright. I don't even know how much I need. I'm just grabbing as much as I can. Oh, jeez. There we go. No longer at the mercy of gas creatures. There's a big one. Right, that should be enough. Be able to get the hazmat suit and the gas mask, and hopefully, holy shit, that's more uranium. Yeah, and I think probably make some filters. I'm definitely going to need all that kind of stuff for the next stage as well, which is nuclear. T-rate is mostly nuclear stuff. Oh, I wonder if I unlocked the new recipe actually. Oh, I did. Right. Ooh. Diluted fuel. What's this? Water and heavy oil residue. That's actually pretty good. I'll take that. That could really help with my fuel generators and double out my output and energy. Right, so I should have enough now to finish up making resources for the hazmat suit and the gas mask. Oh man, I'm one off. So I'm assuming these don't degrade over time. You just make one and you just change the filters. Oh, that's me cut it out. So all of that stuff's pretty easy to make. Can't remember what that yellow and black thing is. I'm just going to nip in here and have a little look. The radio control unit. These crystal oscillators. Yeah, those things are problematic. Right, I think I can make a small factory that creates crystal oscillators, so I'm not going to stress out too much about that. What would I need anyway? A manufacturer. Right, so I can actually put like an extra little division onto this old quartz factory that creates specifically the oscillators. And that's what I'm going to do. Right, so let's connect this up here, and we should have power. And the only other thing I have to do is bring over some of these crystals. Right, here we go. Oh, spitting everything out at a terrible rate. Okay, so everything's really slow. It looks like we've got some action, but it's really slow, this thing. I don't understand why making crystal oscillators is such a slow process. Well, that works away, and I'll put a little storage bin somewhere before I leave. And I'll head off, and I'll focus on the other elements of this milestone, and then I'll come back. Right, anyway, so now I can fire some of these materials into my milestone. Everything I need, aluminium wise. So it's just these radio control units, which I've got the computers, and I've got the oscillators getting made. I've got plenty of the aluminium. So many things to remember. I can't remember what they're called, but those things, casings, and the motors I'll make easy enough. Right, hover pack. Let's see what we can fire into the hover pack. So again, it needs a bunch of these aluminium alclad things. Well, I could actually finish this one before I finish the other one. Right, so I'm heading back to base. Hopefully I can get the hover pack unlocked. I don't know if I'm going to have the resources to actually build the hover pack. I'm assuming it just uses normal fuel like the jetpack does, except that it allows you to have more control. Rightio, so we should be able to make everything we need. Let's get this awesome sink out of the way. So, computers, heavy modular frames, and motors. Oh, I forgot, I just got hard drive as well, don't I? Just toss that in a MAM and get that later. So what I need to load up on is actually stators, and I should be making, I think I'm starting putting some down. I think I made like its own little production line for stators. Yeah, here, oh wait, did I? No, that's advanced wiring. Maybe I didn't make my own stator. Right, that's fine, I can put down a quick storage container. Right, I'm going to let all this work away a little bit, and then I'll collect the resources up. Hopefully I should have everything I need to get the hover pack, and then potentially the other milestone, which I can't remember what it is right now. So I've got enough crystal oscillators and things. I do need to get some more of these aluminium casings. I think that's what we'll run out of first. I should be able to make 50 quite easily. In the meantime, I'm also making a bunch of motors. They're just plodding away. Obviously stators are the thing that I'm going to need the most here. And they're running out fast. So I'll go collect the aluminium casings. And I'll also grab some more stators. And then I think that'll be tier 7 almost complete. And tier 8 is probably going to be one of the most important sort of end game tiers, because that's where nuclear power and everything comes in. I'm thinking that there's going to be sort of a huge change to the way I do things. Instead of, that's why I've not been building up my sort of these bases as much now, to make them look aesthetically pleasing. I've been thinking that I'm probably going to have to maybe create like a big super factory in the middle somewhere, and then transport the raw goods to it. Make things easier for processing. But then I found out what partially the issue is. So the aluminium solution at my bauxite factory, that is backing up and causing things to halt. I've been flushing it. But I think the reason that that's happening is because I'm actually making these aluminium scrap at 360 per minute. I'm only using them at 90 per minute, which means all I gotta do is put a splitter in here and then hook it up to the awesome sink, and all excess should just go into here. There we go. So this will always be getting topped up, and this will always be getting relieved. There shouldn't be any backup anymore. So I could have multiple of these going if I had more silica, but I don't. So anyway, I came up here for these casings. I should be able to fire the loads of aluminium casing now. Right, so we're on course for all that to get done. Oh, I forgot almost. While I'm here, I should have another recipe to unlock. So what have we got? An alternate version of the automated miner. Bolted iron plate. Well, how do you all normally make an iron plate? So I can basically make them at a rate of 15 per minute instead of 5, with a little bit more resources. And a pure aluminium ingot. So normally it would be aluminium scrap. Also, it's aluminium scrap makes ingots. That's pretty good. So I can cut out the silica, because right now I make aluminium ingots in a foundry, but instead I can make it in a smelter by just smelting them down. I just need to get rid of the silica or use it as a byproduct for something else. That's actually good. That's going to come in handy. I'm back at the factory. I have 50 computer units, or whatever you call them. Those yellow and black things. I've got 50 of those, so they can fire in. And I just need about another 151 motors, which is not too hard. Right, if my maths are correct, that's me got enough for aeronautical engineering. Let me go have a wee dump them all, see what happens. Yep, ready for launch. So this should be interesting.
Milestone reached. Aerial transport of resources is now possible with the use of drones, ideal for shipping across long distances or difficult terrain. Ensure the presence of batteries at drone ports for optimal results. A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
A new project part. Oh, that's something that I need to build. Oh, that's good. I can start building for the space elevator. Right, and the last one's the hover pack. Right, so let's have a little look, see what we've unlocked here. So in transport, drone port. It's actually quite an easy thing to build. And the fuel is batteries. So you need sulfuric acid, aluminium solution, and aluminium casing. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to use drones. It seems kinda pointless. I mean, you got trains. What else did that unlock? Package sulfuric acid. So basically I unlocked sulfuric acid. And that's what we're going to look at. The assembly directory system. See how complex that is. Jesus, where's that made? Oh, damn. It's the return of the adaptive control units. And supercomputers. Nah, it's not too bad, supercomputers. Because I make everything for that already. I think the main issue is I need 4,000 of them. This is going to get very complicated. Right, so while I wait on the drone thing to come back to the hub, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to nip over to my foundry. And I'm going to give that kind of a big upgrade, because it's been needing it for a long time. It's been running sluggishly. I can definitely improve the output because the stators are not coming through very fast, but I can definitely improve that. And I'm really going to have to get on board with utilising transportation to move items around automatically, because I've not been doing that. I've been kind of moving them manually, but 4,000 of one item, that's insane. Alright, so I'm approaching my old foundry. You can kind of see from here I've already started tearing the walls down, because I quickly realised that everything was running really badly. But it is going to basically require a complete and utter tear down. As I tear this down, let me just sort of kind of explain. At the moment I'm running 5 foundries creating steel. Now they all operate, but it's running like it's eating 45 iron a minute, iron ore, and 45 coal per minute. However, I do have an alternative recipe here, this one here. So if I smelt down my iron ore into iron ingots, I can then use 40 per minute and then also 40 coal per minute. So I'm lessening the coal and I'm producing steel ingots at 60 per minute. So I'm using less resources but creating more. That's basically, you know, free real estate. It means I can also, if I'm correct in my calculations, use 6 foundries. So I'm going to go redesign this and then I'll come back and show you kind of what I've come up with. Alright, so that's the foundry completed. This took me a little while to do. I ended up just completely tearing the entire thing down and rebuilding it from the beginning. The only problem is I've kind of ran out of concrete now, so I wasn't able to add finishing touches, so it's just a big lump of concrete. I started putting windows in, but like I say, ran out. This big ugly lump of concrete over here, that is where the iron comes from. That's all had a bit of an upgrade. This is literally just the iron miner hooked up to 8 smelters, which is slightly different to how I was doing it before, because now I'm smelting them down into iron ingots and transporting them, whereas before I was just using the iron ore, but now I have a different recipe. I can be a bit more efficient, so I'll show you what I mean. So you see the iron coming down through there, it goes in side there, and then here we have one of our coal miners. The second one's just over here. This looks like a bit of a convoluted mess at the moment, but I know what's happening here. So iron feeds in through the top, and instead of 5 I was able to get now 6 foundries, and instead of producing like 40 or 45 steel per minute, it now produces 60 steel per minute each. So I've got a lot more steel getting produced, and you can see that there, steel ingots, they just travel up this line, they all merge and they go into this line, and this line just distributes them all out into a bunch of constructors, which makes steel beams or steel pipe. I have a mixture. And what happens is all of these items, they go into one of these conveyor systems underneath and go up into some storage containers, which I'll show you when I'm on top. I have 2 stator making machines now. This is making stators, and I also have another one making stators, but half of the stators are also going to advanced wiring. Right, so this is the upper level. A lot of big changes here too. So if I go in this access door, we can see this is one of the other stator machines, making 5 per minute, and it takes these stators and turns it into advanced wiring. Then you can just kind of see underneath the all-made wiring gets shipped away into the containers over there. And when it backs up like this, the stators will just keep going down here. We also have all the copper stuff that I had before, a bit more efficiently laid out. So here's my much neater new system. I do need to get signs up on these, but you can see we're making encased beams. We have the advanced wiring, stators. Obviously we've got pipe and then steel beams. Everything has a nice neat place. This is what I came for, the stators, and I can get back to the iron factory and start making the motors again. Right, so that should be all of the motors that I need, and that means I can now finish tier 7. Here we go, hover pack. And I wonder if I'll be able to make the hover pack.
The hover pack enables aerial overview of all powered factories, as well as easy transport across multi-level buildings by wirelessly connecting to the power grid.
Oh, so the hover pack's powered by electricity. So you see there, that's tiers 0 through to 7, all completed. Now, let me just have a look and see what the hover doodah needs, the hover pack. So I need 8 computers, some motors, and I have everything else. Anyway, this is quite exciting, getting the hover pack. Let's give it a test ride. So how do I know how much power it's using? Oh, does this stop working if I'm away from the grid then? Ah, right. That little white line there at the bottom, that is telling me how far away I am, I think. But I'm assuming if I'm in proximity to the... Yeah, look. If I'm in proximity to a railway line, it takes the power off of that. And if I go too far, it just disconnects. There we go. This is cool. I like this. I mean, it's definitely got its limits. It would be cool if you could maybe add fuel to it for when you're away somewhere else. Oh, that's one last thing I'll do before I go. So I've been burning away these coupons, and I also burnt all the old resources out of the foundry, the old foundry, instead of moving them. So I now have 21 printable coupons. So I just need to fire myself down an awesome shop, which I can't do because I don't have screws. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot I didn't have the jetpack on. I actually saw my game life flash before my eyes. Right, so I came back for screws, didn't I? Shopping spree time. So I think these signs would be good. Because those last ones I bought were massive. I didn't realise they were so big. 8x4, 16x4. So I'll go for both signs. That's 7. I'll go for the wall power outlets. I'm not really sure what the Mark IIs do differently. I think maybe you can connect more stuff to them. I'll get industrial walkways. Should I get some ladders as well? Yeah, I'll buy some ladders. Oh, that's pretty cool. Steel wall. Let me see how much I'm spending. 24. Okay, so I can't get all of that. What's worth 3? The ladders. There we go. Right, let me have a look at these walls. Oh, wow. These are nice. Yeah, I might start using those. Alright. Well, that'll do for now. Just kind of entering the end game now. I think next time I'm going to have to try and figure out how to make... Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't remember what you call them now. These assembly directory systems. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and automate those. So I appreciate you watching. If you watch this, if you didn't watch this, you're not going to hear me say it anyway, so who cares? You know, I appreciate anyone hanging in there and still watching these or even learning anything from it, and I also appreciate any of the comments people have put informing me of things that I've maybe missed, like being able to lob the nobelisks, or how to type in exactly how many resources you need in the constructors and stuff, and all that kind of thing. These are things that I've learned, so appreciate those. Anyway, have a great day. Catch you later.